This channel officially has a Discord server. Feel free to join. Link in the description. Hello everyone, this is Record of Ragnarok, the podcast about the manga and anime Record of Ragnarok. And oh my god, we have been blessed with one of the best chapters we've had in a very, very long time. Dare I say, maybe even a year, maybe 2 years, year and a half maybe, but definitely this is one of my favorite chapters that we have had in a very, very long time. Not saying the other chapters were bad, but this one is just that much better. Now, am I biased? Absolutely, but I'm not gonna deny it. I'm biased as all hell, but I am here to make sure that I deliver to you the goodness that is chapter 99 of Record of Ragnarok, the official arena introduction of Simo Hawaha and Loki. We start off with an incredible introduction and an introduction to the best arena we've had so far. We have the man Heimdall dressed for the weather. He is wearing a nice winter coat because this fight is taking place in the forest of Finland. Introducing Simo, giving you the basic rundown of the legend himself, explaining the background of the Winter War, explaining Simo's kill count, explaining just how incredible he is. Simo even speaking a little Finnish, Odota telling his dog, I'd imagine Keely, Simo's most famous dog, to wait and that he will be right back. I swear to God, if they kill Simo, I'm gonna be so fucking upset. I'm gonna be so upset. And then he pets his dog. Oh, it's just so cute. We get an adorable little panel with the doggo right there. Now, when they introduce this beautiful arena, the gods are like, what's that? I don't know what that is. Bro, it's a forest. Look, it's trees. Get it together. But the humans are there. It looks like we have a Soviet soldier who's surprisingly happy to see that forest, given, it wasn't exactly an overwhelming victory for the Soviet Union, the Winter War, but, I mean, there was the continuation war. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting into the history, and then next to him, it appears to be, I guess maybe a Finnish soldier? He refers to it as the fatherland, but he has, I mean, for lack of a better term, the sort of helmet that the SS used during World War II. At least that's how it appears to me. But yeah, the SS are from Germany, not Finland, so I'm not sure why he would call it the fatherland. I could be mistaken. Maybe there were some Finnish soldiers that used the typical sloped helmet designs used by the SS during World War II. I know that it was sort of an innovative design because they found that if you sort of curve a piece of metal, technically you've made the piece of metal even longer, so it would be more metal for a bullet or shrapnel to potentially try to penetrate. That is information that I learned when watching the military channel when I was a kid. I used to watch that all the time. I should get back into it. Now I'm into anime. Well, I'm still into military stuff, but you know what I mean. Okay, I'm rambling. I'm just so excited. Let's keep going. It's referred to as the first outdoor arena, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, sure, there were buildings in London and Kyoto, but I wouldn't exactly call it outdoor. I wouldn't call them indoors, you know. I'm pretty sure they were outside pretty much most of the time. But we do get some special weather conditions. They're making sure that the weather is just perfect for Simo, which means it is going to be cold as all hell for everybody else. They even got robot birds. That whole conspiracy theory about birds being spies for the government, I guess it's true now, because they got a whole lot of them in the arena, and they got, like, hearing devices placed, and all the bunnies, and there's deer, and it's cute. It's nice. I love the detail that they're going into with the arena and the artwork. It's just so good. Oh, I love this manga. But then they throw a little twist in here. the person who chose this arena wasn't Simo, it was Loki. Loki asked to give Simo the home field advantage as authentically as he possibly could, which, not gonna lie, slightly worries me. Or does it not? Maybe Loki's underestimating Simo. Maybe Loki's gonna fake his death and give the win to Simo. Either way, I don't care. I'm here because I'm loving it, and I think that's a really interesting thing that's going to come into play later. And Loki's introduction begins, and it begins with the very famous piece of music, the epic Richard Wagner's Rise of the Valkyries. And if you go to the comment section of Rise of the Valkyries uploads on YouTube in English and Spanish, you can see a lot of people from the Record of Ragnarok community are like, hey, this is why we're here. Loki's here, and there's Simo agenda, and there's, well, Loki agenda, but there's Simo agenda, and it's great. And to be clear, I'm only playing. I do like Loki. I like Loki a lot, but it's not that I want Loki to lose. It's that I need Simo to win. And during Loki's introduction, they're talking about how he's a trickster, he is very mischievous, and then he starts doing a little bit of a dance that Shiva is not fond of. But you know who is fond of it? Aphrodite! She's back! Aphrodite, the queen, is back after God. What is it? We're on round 11 now. She hasn't shown up in like 5 rounds, but she's here. We finally see her again with her good buddy, Shiva, and I'm so happy to see her again. I really wish she played a bigger role because I think she's hilarious. I think she's cool. Yeah, I'm just happy to see her again. I'm so happy that she's back. Now, this is kind of interesting because they say Loki has a sinister aura, and then Forseti, who we haven't seen since round 1. Remember him? He was cheering on Thor in round 1. But Forseti comes out, and he is scared because if Loki is fighting, that means disaster will strike. But we get a little bit of insight from Zeus talking about even if the enemy's combat strength is far greater than Loki's, for some reason the one left standing at the end of the fight is always him, which is really interesting. I think that it might be sort of a situation similar to Beelzebub, where Satan was sort of messing with him and not letting him die. And Loki is dubbed the Faceless Assassin of the Norse Pantheon. And then Simo, he's not phased. He is just awesome. It zooms in on him. He's locking and loading his Mosin, and he's aiming. Every single panel that Simo is in has aura. And Loki's joking to Simo about how nostalgic it is to be back on the hellish battlefield that Simo was on. And Loki's like, it'll be over soon. Which, honestly, I doubt every single thing Loki says. Loki is a trickster. I do not trust him. He is a liar. And I don't trust him at all. And then he summons Odin, Thor, and Hercules. I think, you know, they're not going to be exactly the same, like, carbon copy, the same strength. But this is something we've never seen before. This is not something I ever expected to see from this fight. I did not know what to expect, but it certainly wasn't this. And even Brunhild is surprised. Everyone is surprised. They show Jack the Ripper surprised because he wanted to see Hercules again after he killed him, and now Hercules is kind of back. Not, obviously he's still dead, but Loki summoned like a clone copy of him, and then Loki's talking about how he can't die, so that is why that Simo has to die, according to Loki. Again, I don't know. I don't know what to believe with Loki because you never know exactly what he's going to say. And you see Thor, and you see Odin, and you see Hercules charging. And that's where the chapter ends. And oh my god, I can't wait for March's chapter. I can't wait long enough like I said, I predict that that Season 3 will be announced on the 22nd. If not the 22nd, then at the very least the 25th of March. So I'm excited for next month. It's going to be a huge chapter in Record of Ragnarok. I can't wait to see Simo's first move. I can't wait to see how this is going to continue. I am loving this fight so far. This fight, I really truly believe, does have the ability to be the best fight in the series. And I am here for it. And if you are not here for it, try again, because you're wrong.